Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Like famed American psychic Gene Dixon, but many people dismiss this
everlasting covenant, to be Elohim to you and your descendants after you. Also, I give to you and your descendants after you the land in which you are a stranger, all the land of Canaan, as an everlasting possession, and I will be their Elohim. Genesis chapter 17, verses 1 through 8. And long story short, this covenant passed down through Isaac, then to Jacob, later renamed Yasharel, and the covenant passed down to Yasharel's 12 sons and their descendants. And so that brings us back full circle to the covenant with Yasharel, when he said Yasharel will be a special treasure to him, and they shall be a kingdom of priests and a holy set-apart nation. The purpose of Yasharel. The reason why Yah chose Abraham is because through Abraham's descendants, he was going to solve the problem of sin for humanity. He wanted Yasharel to be his special treasure that showed the world how to worship and serve him. We are to be his examples to the rest of the world. Being a kingdom of priests means that we are to show the other nations that there is only one El, the Most High, Yahuwah, and we were to be the examples of how he wanted and desired to be worshipped and treated. This is our goal and our purpose. And the thing is that we shouldn't be concerned with who gets judged or rejected. We should only care that we show people who Yahuwah is and how he should be worshipped. You see, Yahuwah wants his name to be known and to be made great. Yahuwah, the Elohai of Yasharel, must be known. The culture of Yasharel was all about deep service and submission to Yahuwah. When Yahuwah came to Moses, he said, "But indeed for this purpose I have raised you up, that I may show my power in you, and that my name may be declared in all the earth." Exodus chapter 9, verse 16. And so he chose Yasharel to be this vessel to show his power through, and that his name will be declared in all the earth. All of the world is his creation. He is the creator. Let me ask you personally, do any of you have a child that no matter what you have done for them, they reject you, even though all you have ever done is desire the best for them? All of this world is our Father's creation, even the angels in rebellion. Because we are his special treasure, we can often forget that everyone else is his creation as well. He created everyone. His creation is in rebellion, even his special treasure. Our purpose as being Yasharel and being of the dry bones, those who he has awakened, being of his remnant, is to show the world how he should be worshipped, honored, and obeyed. Being his examples to the world. To honestly believe that he wouldn't want any of his creation to worship him and know him says you yourself don't actually know him. I honestly think you're going to be blessed by Yahuwah for keeping people from worshiping him? Serious question. So it's understood, yes, Yasharel is a special treasure to Yahuwah. Don't let anybody ever take that away from you, obviously. But in his word, did he not make any provision for the Gentiles at all? If he didn't, then okay. This subject is clear-cut dry. But if he did speak to this, saying salvation is not granted to the Gentiles is a dangerous position for you to have if you truly fear Yah. The fear of Yahuwah should make you at least say that you're going to let Yah decide who comes in the kingdom instead of you being the one keeping folk out. I always say this. What if you're wrong? Do you really want to stand before Yah saying that you kept people from him? There are many examples that the other nations are accepted by Yahuwah and salvation was granted to the Gentiles. And lastly, chapter 49, verse 6. Indeed, he says, "It is too small a thing that you should be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved ones of Israel. I also will give you as a light to the Gentiles, that you shall be my salvation to the ends of the earth." Isaiah chapter 49, verse 6.
following report. Yeah, that's smart. Let's design the interrogation room where we're gonna, I don't know, interrogate some of the most violent criminals known to man. Let's make it out of paper. Let's make it out of Legos. Let's make it out of, you know what I'm saying? Like, who thought that?
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, Shem, YAHAWASHI, Shem, Rakwakwadah, double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone. Shalom to mighty Akim, Wakwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as the speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yasharallah. This is Brother YAHAWAH Cub coming at you with no lesson. Well, let me first start off over here. John 4:22. Ye worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. So it is very clear cut that salvation is for Israelites. It is not for heathens. Alright. So as a result of that, this dude is just wrong, and it's just like you could I wanna replay this specific part because this is one of the most disingenuous talking points ever. All right, because he basically goes and says, "What if you're wrong? What if this wasn't that?" But he also went in and said, "What's it called?" He said, if the scripture just is clear cut and says there's no salvation for the Gentiles, then that's fine, it's okay. But what if you're wrong? What if you're wrong? Like it's like, is there something in there that says there is salvation or not? It's like that should just be the end all be all. It's not a matter of, oh, I don't know. Like what's with this confused talk? Is pathos as talking point. All right, so I'm gonna let it play so you can hear it again.
So it's understood, yes, Yasharel is a special treasure to Yahuwah. Don't let anybody ever take that away from you, obviously. But in his word, did he not make any provision for the Gentiles at all? If he didn't, then okay. This subject is clear-cut dry. But if he did speak to this, saying salvation is not granted to the Gentiles is a dangerous position for you to have if you truly fear Yah. The fear of Yahuwah should make you at least say that you're going to let Yah decide who comes in the kingdom instead of you being the one keeping folk out. I always say this. What if you're wrong? Do you really want to stand before Yah saying that you kept people from him? There are many examples that the other nations are accepted by Yahuwah and salvation was granted to the Gentiles. And lastly, chapter 49, verse 6.
All right, so you see this, like, this is completely disingenuous, and on top of that, he just went from one talking point to another. So now he doesn't know if there is a definitive definitive thing that says there is no salvation for heathens. I hate saying Gentiles because Gentiles doesn't only exclusively mean heathen. Gentiles also means Israelite. All right, but these what's it called? These demons. They keep on trying to paint. They keep on trying to paint Gentile to be one definition word to mean to only mean heathen when that's not the case. I'm not gonna go into that. I've made videos on that as well. I'm pretty sure the title of the video is called Gentile Israelites or something like that. You can go check it out yourself. But the main thing is in here, Gentile is not synonymous all the time with heathen. All right, and this is a dishonest thing to say. And again, he's acting as if he knows, but then he doesn't know. But then he's saying, what if as in maybe we should do this, maybe you should go through that talking point, which is a stupid talking point. It's literally just a matter of what does the Bible say. If you don't know what the Bible says on this matter, either study it or just shut the hell up about it. Like, why are you talking as if you are? No, hold on, because now
Front door, the side door, the window, everything. We need to come in here like stormtroopers.
Revelation chapter 22 verse 18, for I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, Yahweh shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book, and if any man shall take away from the words of the book of the prophecy, Yahweh shall take away his part of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in his book. Basically, you are adding on salvation for other nations, meaning that there's going to be a judgment for you. You cannot be trying to add on. Okay, well now I want to add these other people when that's not what the Lord did. Let's actually get that over here in Matthew chapter 10. Matthew chapter 10 verse, and this is Yahawashi speaking to his disciples. Matthew chapter 10 verse 5. These 12 Yahawashi sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So he literally said that. All right. And I also want to get chapter 1. Well, bear with me one moment. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Alright, so here, Matthew chapter 1 verse 21, and she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahawashi, and for he shall save his people from their sins. Basically, Yahawashi is going to die for his people being the Israelites. Alright, so as a result of that, and on top of that, we also have what I just read over here. So with that, all this thing adding on 1,000 different stuff, all right, trying to add the whole, what's it called, anyone can be saved stuff, again, dishonest, untrue, and whatnot. The fact of the matter is that only the Israelites are going to be saved, and we literally read that. All right, over here in John 4:22. Next, let's continue on. Oh yeah, so here Genesis chapter 17 verse 1 through 8. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but basically, this dude took this and he just ran with that. All right, I don't know why, because it's always people use this as an excuse to say, oh, it's more than just Israel. It's more than just Israel, when this is a part of biblical prophecy. All right. It says his offspring, and then there's the children of the promise. All right. What's his name? Ishmael, I believe that was Abraham's son. He got blessed completely separately. All right. And then in Romans chapter 9, I believe. Let me see if I have it. Oh, sorry, Slockian. Romans chapter 9, it says, okay, so here, Romans chapter 9 let's start verse 3. For I could wish that myself were accursed from HaMashiach, for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom, by the way, that's another thing, according to the flesh. Let's continue on. To whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving the law and the service of Yahweh and the promises. Okay, it's literally showing us what the promise, adoption, everything. Okay, the promises, the adoption, everything's for Israel. Let's continue on. Verse 5, whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, HaMashiach came, who is over all, Yahweh blessed forever. Amen. Not as though the word of Yahweh had taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel, neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all Israel, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. So over here, it literally goes to show, and it says that not all Israel. Well, number one, yeah, because there's 2/3 that's going to be destroyed of Israel, but also it is specifying that not because you are the seed of Abraham, because that was originally what he was showing. That was originally what he was showing in Genesis chapter 17, 1 through 8, that, oh, Abraham, I promised you I did this, that, and the third, whatever, and stuff like that. It's not, but Abraham has a second son. So as a result of that, they were being more descriptive, I guess, and locking in, like, it is through the Israelites, okay? And you know that the only nation that's called the Israelites are, the only nation that are called the Israelites are the people that come from Jacob or Israel. Jacob's name was later changed to Israel. All right. So, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. So through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that's the Israelites. All right. Now, do I remember? Okay. So here. Oh yeah. This. Now I definitely, when I first heard this, I thought it was well put. My issue is over here, Deuteronomy chapter. Well, let me wait. So yeah, here, Revelation chapter 21, verse 12, and a high wall. Oh yeah, so Revelation 21, verse 12, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which were the names of the 12 tribes of Israel. So there are 12 gates for the 12 tribes of Israel. All right. So where's the gate for the Edomites? Where are the gates for the Moabites, and so on and so forth? All right. So once again, it goes to show more. All right, that salvation is, yes, it doesn't get any simpler than this. All right. I don't want to get this yet. I might not get that, by the way. What is this? This is Malachi chapter. Okay, so Malachi, no. Oh yeah, Malachi chapter 1, verse 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. So this dude said, everyone's created by God, whatever, blah, blah. And then the Lord is literally saying that he hates one of his creations. He hates his creation. All right. Like, and that's the thing. If you think about it, so say for example, if you built a toilet, all right, with your own hands, are you gonna say, oh man, I love this toilet, is the greatest thing ever and whatnot, but you're using this toilet to clean literal shit? So how is it that this is something that's literally made for a disgusting use, and then you're going to you say, oh, I love this toilet, I'm gonna glorify this toilet and whatnot, when it's literally used for a disgusting thing? Let me also get this back in Romans 9. Alright, so here, Romans chapter 9, verse 22. What if Yahweh willing to show his wrath, and to make his power known, and do it with much long suffering, the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? Basically, he made things that are made for destruction, and that one of those things is Esau. All right, as it says in Obadiah 1:18. Next, Psalm chapter 147, verse 20. He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. So basically the thing here is that the Lord has not dealt with all these other nations, but yet people like him are constantly saying, oh, God's for everyone, this and that and whatnot. Well, that's unscriptural, okay? And we literally see this. How are they going to receive salvation if the Lord did not go to them? All right, if the Lord did not go to them. All right. Anyway, I think I'm just going to leave this out. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, Shem YAHAWASHI, Shem Rakwakwadosh. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great mills, son of Badabal, and Shalom.